going on, guys? Dr. Jared Hall here, physical therapist in Fort Worth, Texas, and today I wanted to talk about one of the biggest hot button issues I see in rehab and massage and that sort of thing, and that's trigger points. And I want to talk about one of the biggest logical mishaps that I see. So the traditional definition and understanding of a trigger point is a painful and taut tender band in a muscle that refers pain somewhere. So it was proposed that you get these little hypertonic areas of muscle contraction that subsequently decreases the pH and blood flow in an area because of hypertonicity, and that makes it really tender and painful. But when you compare this to other things that we know are painful, like, I don't know, say a bruise, we know that a bruise has broken blood vessels, changed the pH in the area, released histamine, which brought prostaglandins and cytokinins and substance P to the area to make it peripherally sensitized. So if that's going on in a bruise, and you poke a bruise and a bruise hurts where a bruise is, and it doesn't radiate anywhere, it doesn't make sense that this little hypertonic band that has a similar chemical makeup on a biochemistry level would refer pain to random places. So if you guys saw one of my previous videos, I talked about pain referral to the medial scapular border from the cervical spine. So if there's something wrong with the cervical spine, or there's something irritated or inflamed, and you have a nerve that is under pressure or irritated, it refers pain to the medial scapular border. That's not a trigger point. What that is ascending messages up to the brain, going up the ALS tract to the brain, and the brain interprets those messages as dangerous. And because it's coming up the ascending pathway, the brain creates the output of pain in that generalized area and all of the areas associated with that particular ascending tract. So it makes a wider area painful or more sensitive than just the particular area of quote-unquote dysfunction. So we see that pain referral has nothing to do with a localized thing in the tissue and everything to do with the brain's perception of the ascending danger messages that are going up to the brain. So making a trigger point in pain referral about the localized area really doesn't make sense. So what we should do is understand that if there is an area that's tender to palpate, maybe it's not a trigger point in the traditional sense of the term. Maybe it's what Adam Meekins has referred to as a soft tissue sore spot of an unknown origin. So we might have something going on, but it's probably driven by a change in the peripheral and central nervous system to alter the brain's perception of sensitivity in that area as a protection mechanism, and not something wrong in the tissues. So we need to start looking up the chain instead of down the chain at these dysfunctions. So if you guys have any questions on this or have any comments, please post them below and share this video around. Thanks.